our nation was founded on the idea of diversity and equality, and that everybody is accepted. So it's interesting to me that we're talking about intercultural communication in America, because intercultural communication in America can be cut down to basically described as communication. At the same time, many of the tensions we see on the news almost daily stem from this cultural diversity that we have. So I think it's very appropriate that we're talking about intercultural communication at this time, because we're seeing constantly, almost daily on the news, people being ineffective intercultural communicators. We have to understand that as Americans, intercultural communication is the cornerstone of our society. Because of this, stereotypes can arise, and they can be effective tools for intercultural communication, or they can also be barriers. The key is that we need to understand the difference between positive stereotypes and when they are acting as a tool, and the negative stereotypes when they are acting as a barrier. In the anthology entitled Stereotype Accuracy Toward Appreciating Group Differences, the contributing authors did a lot of studies on stereotypes, and they concluded that stereotypes are accurate, but they are not complete. Not every single member of a subject group identifies with that stereotype or matches that stereotype specifically. So if we approach stereotypes with that idea, they are accurate but incomplete, stereotypes can be an effective tool which can aid in intercultural communication. At the same time, intercultural communication is something that happens every day, constantly around us, and so we can't ignore it. We can't assume that we can go through life thinking that we are only going to encounter people that are the same as us. We're constantly encountering people who are different from us in our jobs, in our schools, in the grocery store. It's always a very present factor in our life. And so how can we be more effective intercultural communicators? First, we can understand and acknowledge that not everybody is exactly like us, and that's okay. We need to not assume that just because somebody is different than us, that they're inferior. Diversity is beautiful, can be beautiful, and it is the foundation upon which our great nation is built. And so we need to be effective intercultural communicators. We can be effective intercultural communicators by understanding that not everybody is going to be like us, and that's okay. Another way we can be more effective intercultural communicators is to better understand those stereotypes, and to be able to recognize when a stereotype is being an effective tool for communication, and when a stereotype is being a barrier that can inhibit communication. Simply understanding that stereotypes are accurate but not complete can go a long way towards helping us be more effective intercultural communicators. In conclusion, because of the nature of our nation, intercultural communication is a constant and ever-present factor in our lives. So, in essence, to be an effective intercultural communicator is to be an effective American. Because of our beautifully diverse country, we are constantly in contact with people who are not like us, and that's a beautiful thing. But if we are not effective in intercultural communication, we start seeing the likes of stuff we see on the news every single day, of people tearing down other groups simply because they are different.